San Diego 6's Candace Wayne is live for us with the very latest. Hi, Candace.
Good morning. This is an exclusive here. We are the only media crew on scene bringing you this video. Let's show you the home here on Soledad Road. You can see an FBI agent right in front guarding the door. It has been guarded for hours now. We know this is an FBI investigation. We've been seeing undercover detectives going in and out of the home for at least the last couple of hours. We do know an arrest has been made, and right now they're serving a search warrant here at 5848 Soledad Road.
What else do they have on this, Candace? It seems like a license plate and a car is pretty thin material when you've got two kids who could be headed even out of the country.
That's right. At this point, we just have those pictures of those kids, a picture of the suspect as well as that license plate. Well, we also just got an alert within the last hour or so that we're hearing that James Lee DiMaggio may be heading to Texas or Canada. That alert did not specify why exactly. If it's family members, it did not specify why, but obviously the search has crossed state lines at this point.
And to make your own informed choices. So now joining us right here on Wake Up San Diego, Dr. Samuel Wood. A big theme in her piece was taking control of your life, getting as much information as you can. So let's talk about gene testing, and is that something that is available to an everyday woman?
That's a Gladiator rock and run. Are you ready?
I am ready. Okay, here we go. It's time to give you guys a look at what you're going to go through if you come out tomorrow.
1, 2, 3, 4! So now we are seeing Candace conquer the world's longest mud pit. And yes, that is real barbed wire, as she just found out later on.
Holy crap.
We already know what a lot of people are already thinking. Is this a modern day prostitution service? Well, the company behind the site is adamant in saying no. There is no sex guaranteed in these relationships, therefore it's not prostitution. But there is growing concern now that more UCSD and San Diego State students are turning to these so-called sugar daddies to pay for school.
22 and a single mother of a 3-year-old boy. Lauren is the type of college student many people are rooting for.
He goes to daycare, I go to school, after school I go to work.
However, it's how she pays for her San Diego State tuition that some likely question.
He's just my friend. He helps with homework, he helps me with choices that I make for my son.
Lauren, who didn't want us to reveal her identity, is talking about a man she calls her mentor and friend. She says he lives in West Africa and owns a professional soccer team. 2 years ago, Lauren met him on seekingarrangement.com, a website that matches wealthy men, or sugar daddies, to women, or sugar babies.
I just didn't want to struggle as much to the point where I have to sacrifice a lot more for my son.
Lauren says she's paid $1,200 a month. The money helps with her tuition, rent, and her son's child care. What does he get out of it?
He gets out of, we spend a lot of time together, and he's somebody to talk to. We Skype like 24/7, FaceTime all the time.
Does he expect sex from you?
No, we don't have sex even when we go about the country or different states.
Lauren is not alone. There is a growing number of so-called college babies using Seeking Arrangement. In fact, on the site's recent list of 75 fastest growing sugar baby schools, UC San Diego came in at number 69. To get a sense of what these sugar daddies are really expecting, UCSD student Cassie Cobran created an account for this story.
I could see how it would be very appealing for these girls.
No doubt. Some of the men advertise themselves as worth millions of dollars, even tens of millions. On average, they offer potential sugar babies between $3,000 to $5,000 a month.
I had one guy just come right out and say $400 for a date. I have one guy ask me what I was doing tomorrow and say he wanted to get a hotel room.
I'm working on a story about seekingarrangement.com. I actually saw that you're listed as one of the sugar daddies.
We called several of the men on the site. One man whose identity we are protecting claims it's not him.
Did someone use your picture falsely?
Yeah, somebody has an image of me, they took my face off and they put it on there, and I don't want to be involved on that website in any capacity. I've already been harassed. My business has been affected by that website.
That man hung up before we could talk about his situation further. Lauren says although a lot of people have doubts about the site and the people on it, they shouldn't be so quick to judge. She says not every member is looking for sex.
Some are on there for that, but the one that I came across is not.
Her mentor has helped her be a better student and mother. Lauren was recently accepted into dental school. Then after that,
I hope we move into a relationship, actually. Yeah.
What if we told you there is one option that can help save lives? San Diego 6's Candace Nguyen explains.
when faced with their own mortality, Herb and Leah Karp aren't afraid to give a little laugh.
I'm barely 87.
They have been married.
I'll be 89 in June.
For nearly 50 years.
You're 88. For goodness sakes.
Having both been teachers, they believe education is key to a bright future. Leah says her mother taught her that.
I said when she gave her body, she was still teaching.
Like her mother, when Leah and Herb pass, they will donate their bodies to the future of UCSD medical and pharmaceutical students. This way, it won't be about dying, but about entering another stage of teaching. On this picture-perfect day on the school's campus, Leah and Herb are among strangers whom they now share a unique bond. These are the loved ones of this year's donors, some seeking closure, others to learn something themselves. They're learning for med student Nadine Patton.
It was easier at first to just get through the journey by thinking of our medium only as Cadaver 16.
Her body taught her compassion.
We'd been working with a person all along. Someone who had a life we knew nothing about.
And for Rishi Bhatnagar,
then something unexpected happened.
It helped him confront death.
I had to grapple with the loss of not only several family members, but also the sudden death of my mentor.
And for the students who couldn't find the words, you see, these soon-to-be doctors want these family members to know their loved ones weren't just bodies. They were their first patients, and in many ways, their most important teachers.
I have a renewed admiration for young people. I think it really shows that there's hope for the younger generation.
And a sense of comfort now knowing when he and Leah pass, they will live on in the lives these students will save.
Life affirming. That's what this was all about. Not about death.
Candace Nguyen, San Diego 6 News.